Well, the TSA says that today will be the busiest day for travel since the start of the coronavirus pandemic, and that is causing some concern. Local COVID cases could skyrocket as people return home to the tri-state. Today, New York's Myles Miller's live at LaGuardia Airport. Myles, you've been there all morning. Are the crowds starting to pick up?
Now we're here at the Marine Air Terminal, Terminal A for JetBlue. We're seeing some people come, dropping off people, but it's not as busy as we saw in the days before Christmas. That's when the TSA said they logged some 1 million people at their security checkpoints. And then in the days before New Year's Eve, we're talking about the day right before New Year's Eve, 800,000 people going through checkpoints for the TSA. The CDC told everybody across the country that they should stay home for the holidays. Very, very concerned about a spike in cases, but nationwide, some 20 million people have contracted COVID-19. We learned that 1 million people in New York have contracted COVID-19, accounting for 1 million out of that 20 million. Now, the state's positivity rate we learned yesterday is 7.45%. The state says the city's rate is 6.17, but the city health department's figures are a little bit different. Big difference, 9.39%. Despite these surging cases across the country, people we spoke with this morning said they felt safe traveling because they're taking proper precautions.
Surprisingly, they had us sitting next to people we didn't know. I thought the flight would have been more spaced out. Right. We made sure to take precautions, washing hands, knowing how the virus travels from person to person.
And if you are leaving out of JFK or here at LaGuardia, what you can do is take a COVID test. You will get your results within 18 to 24 hours and at least have some peace of mind. If you're landing here, you can also get a test. It's on the ground level of the garage here. That's at the central terminal here, or Terminal B now it's called. We're live at LaGuardia Airport this morning. I'm Myles Miller, today in New York. Back to you.
All right, Myles, thanks, and thanks for that advice. Folks can come and get a free test right there. And you can do the same. Free rapid coronavirus testing, rapid testing, continues today in the Bronx and on Staten Island. Testing in the Castle Hill section has not been sufficient since the pandemic began. We've talked a lot about the healthcare disparities in certain neighborhoods. And in fact, this neighborhood is home to some of the highest infection rates in the city. So the health department is expanding with mobile testing sites. Much easier than the more invasive POC tests. Their smaller swabs are used, and all you do is scan a QR code into your phone to register.
It's important to be tested on a regular basis. I've been doing it on monthly. But finally, in our underserved neighborhood, when I saw it on the news that we was finally in this neighborhood, I said, let me come right out.
The mobile test sites in Castle Hill and in West Brighton are open until 7 o'clock tonight. And the city plans to expand rapid testing to 40 more locations by mid-February. The United Kingdom reaching a very grim milestone after nearly 58,000 people tested positive for COVID-19 just yesterday. And that is the highest daily increase in that country since the pandemic started. It comes as a new and more contagious strain of the virus is spreading throughout the UK. And health officials are warning that they're preparing for the expected peak of the pandemic outbreak.